Wait, hold on. Face. Go.
Thank you for joining us in another episode of Game Blog Advance. I'm Alex Rhodes.
I'm Nate Smith.
And this is GBA.
Hurrah.
All right.
Right.
Today we got on tap for you some Assassin's Creed 3, some Mass Effect 3, and rumors about the new Xbox, I guess we'll call it the 720.
Yeah.
720s.
Yeah, we tweeted earlier today. It was the Xbox 720, just because if you're tweeting about it, it's a lot easier to say Xbox 720 than the possible next generation in the Microsoft console
I like that
line.
one better. So Assassin's
yes.
Creed 3, the debut trailer went live. It was like a minute and a half of footage or 2 minutes. It looked awesome. Takes place in the American Revolution between 1777 and 1778.
Which we had previously said in a new show last week or so.
We're pretty on top of things.
We are on top of things. We got
You get this awesome steel case at GameStop, Best Buy, I think Amazon if you reserve the game.
I saw it at I think I saw it at Walmart. Pretty sure everybody doing the pre-orders.
Does anyone
has
really
it.
buy things at Walmart?
I do.
They're only the biggest.
Where else could I get a 4 set of chairs for $60?
It's a pretty good deal.
It's a bargain.
Now, this is the first Assassin's Creed game that I'm actually excited for, since the last ones are pretty pathetic,
In your opinion.
in my opinion.
In my opinion, I have no opinion because I didn't play Assassin's Creed.
Sounds like you like them.
But I'm personally so stoked on this. I was not excited until I heard the whole American Revolution thing, which is a reason I'm also stoked for BioShock Infinite this year. Anything set during any kind of American Revolutionary time has always been just mind explosions for me, which is why BioShock 1 and 2 were cool.
One was awesome.
It was good. They were
2
good
went
games.
down in quality.
It was all right. I kind of enjoyed them, but I know like 1 and 2 were like to me, and I know BioShock Infinite is going to be one of my top 3 games of the year.
Which I believe comes out in October.
October. It's going to be good.
Can't wait.
Yes.
This comes out October 30th, so
October's going to be a good month.
too good.
October's going to be America.
Get your American Revolution full.
Get your American gaming on in October. It would have been, they should have shot for July.
They should shot for today.
No, July would have been more American. Be like, 4th of July, we got hot dogs, fireworks, Assassin's Creed, and BioShock Infinite.
There you go.
And the other thing we have to talk about is on Tuesday. It was Tuesday, right?
Yes.
On
The
Tuesday, Mass Effect 3 was released amongst the masses.
Like Reapers falling from the sky.
Reapers! But Mass Effect 3 was released. I've been playing it, and I gotta say, I will say that I feel the way about this game the same way I feel about the other games. So if you're a big Mass Effect fan, then you will definitely enjoy this game. To me personally, I don't dislike the Mass Effect series, but I'm also not behind the hype. I'm not the biggest fan. And so far, it goes without saying that this has kind of been the same to me. It's a fun, enjoyable game, but I'm not captivated. I'm not sucked into it. After about an hour, I find myself wanting to take a break and just kind of find something else to do. But that's just me personally. It's a biased opinion since I wasn't a Mass Effect fan in the first place. But more than likely, if you enjoyed 1 and or 2, you will definitely enjoy 3.
Yeah, I'm still playing through 2. I have 3, but I didn't open it yet. So
Yeah, that's what most people I've heard
I'll
are
beat
doing.
2 first.
Everyone's like, I gotta beat 1 and 2 before 3 comes out. And they're like, oh, 1 and 2 are really freaking long. I'm not gonna play 3. If that's the case, I would have just waited for 3 to do a price drop
Yeah.
and waited for it. But
Well, on the PlayStation version, it came with the digital comic for the first one, so you can make choices through the comic and not have to play the first one because you couldn't because it's an Xbox only game.
well, then you have to get it.
Yeah, just skip right through that one.
Totes. But yep, Mass Effect 3 came out. I'll have more details on that when I get a few more hours behind it. But overall, good game.
Or when someone who knows quality when they sees it gets around to it, like myself, I'll let you know how it is.
Right, so once I get some more hours into this, I'll have more on it. And the last thing we have to talk about, it was not stated today, but it was heard today that a rumor is going around about the next generation of Xbox.
That's a rumor in a report.
It's a rumor.
So it's almost official.
It's a rumor in an internet report inside a dream, inside the Matrix. So it's probably real. but is that the next line of Xbox, which is currently being called the Xbox 720 by most people, will not have a physical disk drive,
Which is stupid.
which in layman's terms meaning this disc right here, you won't be able to put it in. It's rumored that it's going to be a completely digital console, which now the goal of this is that Xbox, out of everything that's been found out about Xbox in the upcoming generation, it seems like the biggest goal is to just completely do away with used games. So to not encourage, but more pigeonhole and force the gamer to pay full price and buy the game new, which
I hear they like money.
I heard they like money. Yo, dog, I heard you like money. So let's just make a digital console. No one's going to be upset about that. But yeah, fully digital console. Really, so you can't buy a used game for cheaper and get it and just pop it in or whatever, which is the big thing with these online DLC codes that have been popping up in the last few months with pretty much every single game. It's like, type this code in so you can play. It's like, but why? I bought the game. And it's like, the code's free with the game. But then when you buy the game used and the code's already been used, then it's like, oh, cool, I bought this used game, so I saved some money. No, JK, you got to buy another code to play it.
Well, what they would probably do is because if they go all digital and don't sell anything through Best Buy and GameStop and Walmart, those companies are not going to carry their system in the first place. No. So what they're going to have to do is sell the system through stores and maybe have boxed copies with just the online code in it, which unlocks the whole game.
I mean,
what do you think of them? Apples?
That I could see. But
so
still,
you buy a case with a code in it, or not even a case, like a little, Ziploc bag with a code in it.
Now the Xbox 720 with exclusive Ziploc baggies containing your activatable code to play.
Because where would they be able to sell that? Because no one's going to want to sell their console because they're supporting digital.
Right, but that it really does go back to that. If that is the case and it is an all digital console, the only thing a store could do is sell the code, which is like, who wants to go to a store and buy a code? Online. Yeah, exactly. So
you got to do something. Because if they do take away a disk drive, that's going to alienate. There's a lot of people don't have broadband internet readily available. They don't have,
It's not only
credit
that,
cards.
Regardless of not having credit cards, regardless of not having internet, that's just a load of crap. Legit. Because, it's not even like Xbox is kind of, hanging on by a thread. It's like, what can we do to try and boost sales of the next gen? Xbox is if I'm not mistaken, they're still Xbox is the most common household console.
Yeah.
They're on top of their game. And it's not even that they're doing anything.
Wii might be higher.
Well, yeah. Nintendo's future is a different story. But it's the fact that Xbox is Microsoft's doing really well in the gaming world. Not even because they're doing things right, because they're really not. It's just a name that people go with. And
it came out a year earlier.
Right. But also when you're a name people go with, you honestly don't need to try and people like what they know. People stick to what they know. People are like, I know this. I know how this works. I'm going to go with this. And if you go around changing your stuff, not only are you going to alienate the people who do know about gaming and they're like, oh, this is just downloadable stuff, I don't want that. You're going to alienate the people who don't know as much about gaming, who are just scared of change. So it's one of those things where it's like, this will work in theory, but in reality, this is going to come back and...
It's going to end up like the PSP Go.
Punch us in our buttholes.
Yeah, just like the PSP Go did.
Pretty much. I'm pretty butthurt about that. And again, it's a rumor. It has not been confirmed.
It would make your entire game collection obsolete in going from one system to the next.
Right.
So this Mass Effect 3 you just spent $60 on? Yeah.
Sucks for you.
And Halo 4 when that comes out at the end of this year. If you can't carry your Halo 4 over to the next system and Halo 5 doesn't come out for a year or two, then
better hold on to your 360. So if you were looking to trade in, if this rumor is true and you were looking to trade in your 360 to upgrade to the next generation, more than likely that will not be a good idea.
No. And even just DVDs you couldn't play. You'd have to subscribe to Netflix. Or you'd have to buy it from the Zune Marketplace.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
watching movies
playing
and stuff.
music. This guy over here, he'd be out of a job. You'd be feeding him on the streets. Think of that.
Yep. Yep. I quit. Xbox is a digital console? Tower flip! I quit! But, yeah, with that being said, leave us a comment or a video response in the comment section below about how you feel about the next console potentially being an all-digital console.
If they do that and PlayStation 4 has a disc drive and free internet, Xbox is done.
Xbox is over.
Done.
Dude, I mean, PlayStation's already outdoing Xbox with everything. The only reason Xbox is still around is just because it came out first and people know it. But
Still,
yeah.
it only has like 1 million more sold than the PlayStation 3 worldwide. So the gap is closing. Mm-hmm. And that's with a year head start.
Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, leave us a comment about that or anything else we talked about today, whether it's Mass Effect or Assassin's Creed or anything else gaming related that you feel that would be appropriate to share on the show. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, add it to your favorites, do all that good stuff. I'm Nate Smith.
I'm Alex Rhodes.
And we will see you next time. Is that good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think that's good.